Congrats to my opponent on a tremendous performance. But yeah, we move on, regroup, and my team will be back. Take it to PBC, to No Limit, for always supporting you no matter what. Again, I will be back. I'll still be in big fights soon. And I gotta find plenty of answers from myself, of course. But the main thing my dad told me from a young age, never give up. And if you shoot for the stars and you crash and burn on the way, just keep going. And I'm gonna keep going and keep reaching for them stars. Thank you.
What is up, y'all? It is Middleman TV in the building, and we gotta talk about how Tszyu got obliterated by Bakhram Murtazaliev. And before the fight, I don't think many people had heard of Bakhram Murtazaliev, but we all heard of him Saturday night. Now, I'm sure Tszyu thought this was gonna be a pretty easy fight. A lot of people were talking about him and Crawford. He was talking about him and Crawford in the future. And coming off a loss to Fundura, this is what you were supposed to be, a prototypical tune-up fight. But what he came to realize is he was going up against a fighter who could punch, who had the longer reach advantage. And I do think it was bad matchmaking, but I don't think it was just bad matchmaking. I think that Tszyu overestimated his opponent. And Tszyu, man, when he fights real square. He makes it very easy to hit, and he doesn't have a good jab, in my opinion. And I always said jab is the most important punch in boxing. It sets up the big punches, and Tszyu doesn't really try to set it up, man. He just kind of tries to go in there and brawl with you. And I think that was the big mistake he made against Bakhram Murtazaliev. And Tszyu got exposed. I remember on my YouTube channel about a year ago, I was talking about how Tszyu could potentially make a lot of noise at the 154-pound division. Well, now I'm sitting here a year later, and we're sitting here saying that Tszyu's career is looking like it's on the cusp of who knows what's going to happen next, man. But it's not looking too good for Tszyu. He's now coming off back-to-back losses. One being a knockout, the other one just getting dominated after a cut. And it's not looking real too good for Tszyu recently. And I think if you're a Tszyu fan, you should be worried about him. Because one more loss, and that could be his career, man. They even asked him after the fight, what happened? And, and how's he feel? And he didn't even realize what he got hit with, it sounded like, man. And those are the answers of a shot fighter and a damaged fighter, a fighter who may never be the same. I hope the best for Tszyu, man, because I like the guy. I think he's a nice guy. And fighters do come back. But what I saw from Tszyu, he got knocked down about 7 times in that fight. They counted about 3 or 4 of them. The corner finally threw the towel in the 3rd round. And I give Tszyu a lot of credit. Had a lot of heart, kept getting back up. But, man, it was over from the opening bell. And it was bad, man. It was bad. If you didn't watch it, go look at the highlights. Kept getting dropped with the same left hook. And it was a horrible performance for Tszyu. And that's my opinion here on Middleman TV. Had to hear him talk about it. All right, man, y'all leave y'all comments in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think Tszyu can redeem himself? Do you think it's over with for Tszyu? And where does he go from here? All right, y'all, I'm gone. Peace.